Assumption number 1. No change in the preference or habit of the consumer. This means that when you go for your monthly purchase, maybe you will have a particular brand of product which you buy regularly. But one day you decide to try something new, a new product or a totally new brand. So there your preference is changing, right? There your habit is being changed, your preference is changed. So in such cases, the validity of the law of demand also changes. Thus, the assumption goes like this. For the law of demand to be validated, there should not be any change in the taste or preference or habit or even fashion sense of the consumer. Second assumption, no change in the income of the consumer. Just imagine, what if I'm going to get a salary cut next month? Definitely, I'm going to reduce my expenditure, right? Or I will be demanding less quantity of goods, even at a lower price. That's the difference. Even if the prices go low, prices are reduced, I'll be purchasing less. Because why? My income has been reduced. But at the same time, if I'm going to get a salary hike next month, I'll be definitely purchasing more, because I don't care whether even if the prices are going up, I'll be purchasing more. So this situation goes against the law of demand. Thus, there should not be any change in the income of the consumer. It should neither go up nor down. Assumption number 3. No change in the price of related goods and services. Now, what do you mean by this related goods and services? There are two types of related goods. One is substitute goods and second one is complementary goods. Substitute goods are those goods where one product can be replaced or substituted by another product based on the price factor. For example, the most suited or most quoted example for substitute goods are tea and coffee, right? When the price of one product increases, people will make a choice. People will substitute that product with this another product. So that goes against the law of demand. Also, complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods where the price of one product directly affects the price or the purchase or the demand of another product. For example, we say car and petrol. There also the choice of the consumer changes. The choice of the consumer fluctuates based on the price factor of these goods. So in such a case also, the validity of the law of demand is broken. Our fifth assumption says, no expectation of a price change in the future. Sometimes it so happens that people often tend to change their preference or tend to change the quantity of the demand based on some certain assumptions that they themselves make, that there can be a price change. Price can increase or price can decrease. So accordingly they make their choices. So this will definitely affect the law of demand. For example, if people think that there can be a shortage of a certain commodity and hence the price will increase, they will be purchasing more. Irrespective of their demand, irrespective of their price, they will be purchasing more. So that goes against the law of demand. Moving ahead to the fourth assumption of law of demand, no change in the size of the population of a country. If the population of a country is increasing, imagine, if the number of people goes up, their demand will also increase, no matter how high the price goes. Because people's necessities have to be met, right? So no matter how the price increases, people's demand will also increase, which is totally against the law of demand. Hence, the assumption says this: the population of a country should remain constant. It should neither increase nor decrease for the law of demand to be applicable. Our last assumption of law of demand says no change in the climatic conditions of a place. According to this assumption, it says that in order to maintain the validity of law of demand, the weather conditions of a place also should remain constant. Why is that so? It is so because if there is a seasonal shift, if there is a change in season, definitely people's necessities also will change, right? For example, I'll tell you, we prefer for umbrellas mostly during rainy seasons and not in other seasons, right? And similarly, the demand for sweaters are in winter and not in summer. So see, there is a change, there will be a change in people's needs as well if there is a change in season. So that is why it is said that in order to maintain the validity of law of demand, we should assume that the climatic conditions or the weather conditions of a geographical area also should not change or should remain constant.